It's the matchup New Zealand rugby fans have wanted to see for years. This is not a trial. No, this is a battle. It's the MAORI All Blacks at home at Waikato Stadium taking on the All Blacks. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby in the one-off what-if series, where today we get to see an epic encounter of New Zealand rugby. This matchup has been requested by Hemi Rush. Big thanks to Hemi for putting this one in the comment section, which you can do as well and have your requested match featured here on the channel and played out just like today's one. This matchup is a game that New Zealand rugby fans have been keen to see for a long, long time. In the form of the MAORI All Blacks over the last few years and the development of their players has seen the team go from strength to strength. Are they going to be good enough to power it up against the All Blacks? There's a number of names in this MAORI All Blacks side that really are on that next step up towards that All Black selection. There's a few names, especially in this back row, that you've got to pinpoint. Billy Harmon on the open side and Cullen Grace are players that just have to make that next step up into All Blacks players as well. Throughout the rest of the team, you've got the unwanted TJ Petinara. He will start at scrum half, and he partners Josh Ioane, another former All Black as well. And there's plenty of ability through this back line as well. Connor Garden-Bishop, Alex Nankivell, Balin Sullivan in that midfield, Rashawn Stevenson, a very talented finisher on the right wing, and the very exciting newcomer over the last few years to Super Rugby in this level, Josh Morby as well. Of course, the All Blacks will be taking nothing for granted. They're going full tilt for this game. De Groot, Tokiaho and Lomax line up inside their front row with Retallick and Whitelock sticking things up in that second row as well. All the big names there. Ardie Savier's battle with the pack of the MAORI All Blacks is going to be immense, and you can not take away an ounce of passion from either of these two sides. The back line's exciting. Caleb Clark is in there, Jordy Barrett and Rico Ioane yet again line up in that midfield with the excitement machine. Will Jordan outside on that right wing. It's star-studded on both sides of these two All Black sides. The MAORI All Blacks versus the All Blacks, or should we just call them New Zealand? Let's see how the commentary goes. Of course, they look at the two benches as well. Boy, I love to see guys like Tamaiti Williams in number 17 get a big chance throughout 2023. Hopefully he does, and of course, the X-Factor players like Ruben Love and Sullivan, that's Dan Sullivan in 23 as well. An exciting pair of brothers, those Sullivan boys. Of course, the All Blacks have got plenty of talent there. We've seen Sevu Reece, Havili, Weber, you name it, the Barretts as well. We could get all three of them on the field tonight, but we'll see how this one plays out. It's the MAORI All Blacks at home, taking on New Zealand, or just the All Blacks. Of course, we'll kick things off with the haka, and it's kind of surprising we don't get two of them. Well, you may have already noticed the All Blacks donning the white jumpers tonight, as the MAORI All Blacks will be wearing their black and red kits. So it's Richie Mo'unga with ball in hand, and Richie Mo'unga for the All Blacks kicks off towards the MAORI All Blacks, and we are underway. Will Jordan, an early drop, and a great little pick out there from Manaka's Selby Ricketts. And the MAORI All Blacks have the ball, first possession of the night. Petinara goes short, Grace changes, back inside, Pansip. Good strong carry there from the blindside flanker. MAORI All Blacks on attack early on. Ollie Norris runs back towards traffic, and Ollie Norris going down with a neck injury already. First stoppage, and a big clash like this to lose a player. That is a massive one to go down, but how about this? The opportunity on the loose head side of the front row to Mighty Williams.
Crouch.
Watch that
Bind.
man He is massive, and he is powerful, and he is exciting. Look at the scrum already. Staunch from Māori All Blacks. Josh Ioane put into motion from Perenara, and he holds it up before looking to the kick. Not the exciting play we're hoping for there from the Māori All Blacks, but it's count to Beauden Barrett, who's hammered! Big chase coming in. What a tackle there. Barrett goes down in a feed, but now Rieko Ioane thunders his way up the park, beats Morby, and Rieko Ioane goes coast to coast. What a start for the All Blacks. And just like that, first piece of possession, first phase, first try. Not what they had in mind there, the Māori All Blacks defensively, very poor. Morby beaten on a beautiful step off the right foot from Rieko Ioane. And the pace, well, we all know about that. He's rapid. Well, the hair matches are shown for a rare instance in the career of Rieko Ioane. Not very often that the All Blacks don the white jumpers. Scotland, one of the rare teams to force the All Blacks into that, as well as France on the odd occasion. But tonight, it is their fellow countrymen, the Māori All Blacks, who trail 7 points to 0 to the New Zealand All Blacks. Love the kits though from the Māori All Blacks. The red little accents on it make it just look a little bit striking. As underway we go again from Josh Ioane, and Stevenson gets a couple of helpers there to bring down the one carrier. As that's been knocked on from Aaron Smith. It's picked up from Perenara. Hold firm against each other for a rare occasion. Here's Walker Lereri. He's put down. Big tackle there. Perenara once more loves to run, and he knocks the ball on the two number 9s. Each coming up with an error. The first throw, of course, from Aaron Smith. So we will have a scrum feed to the Māori All Blacks. Perenara feeds. Watch the work. It's Mighty Williams. Love the muscle from the big man. Here's Perenara. Oh, drops it off short to Grace, who went for power. Forced backwards in contact, and the Māori All Blacks struggle to hang on, but they do so just enough. Perenara changes directions. Marcel Rata having a rare ball carry. Well, here's Perenara. He's spotted a little hole, and he chips it over the top. Now he's in a battle with Beauden Barrett. Barrett wins the chase back, but Perenara takes him down. Inside their own 22 now. The All Blacks, they've scored one from here already. Savia comes back inside to Retallick. He's in contact, and the Māori All Blacks quick on the ruck ball. They can't find it on their side. It's slow. Back to Aaron Smith. Frizzell holds it up. Beauden Barrett offloading to Geordie Barrett. And now they're behind again, the All Blacks. Geordie Barrett kicks long. Perenara runs across. To look out. The counter-attack here of Connor Gardner-Basham. Just a little bit lackluster there for the Māori All Blacks, and it's a big turnover. Here's Ranata once more. Turnover, Māori All Blacks. That's great work. Ioane to Nankerville. Great offload. Sean Stevenson. Big opportunity now. Fansway Beauden Barrett. Taken down Richie Mo'unga. Up to halfway now. Māori All Blacks on the attack. Josh Ioane with the kick. Centering it back inside. Beauden Barrett gets it, and he drills the sword's touch. And he finds the sideline just 10 in from halfway. Oh, Sean Stevenson, I tell you what, he is an elusive danger man. He's powerful, but he's very fast. Doesn't get the credit he should deserve as the ball goes to the back. And Billy Harmer's man to bring it down as Nankerville changes directions. Back to Ukulele. Here he is again. Stevenson. Making a bit of support there, but it's there for Perenara now. And look at Cullen Grace. Oh, he should have carried on there, Grace. He had all the space and the time. But put it back towards traffic. Perenara offloads nicely. Oh, Ranata. That's high. And it could be a yellow card here. Aaron Smith and Whitelock being called over. It's the yellow card to Aaron Smith. Can't quite believe it. Sam Cane not involved in that conversation. And the big discussion now, where does the ball go? Into the hands, it seems, of Josh Ioane. And they could have a game here with all the points being scored by Ioane. Here is Josh. That is a great kick. Straight between the uprights it goes. Ioane joins Rico. That is Josh. And it's 7 points to 3. The Māori All Blacks on the board. And like I said earlier, they are here for a battle. They're here for a fight. They're here to win a game of rugby, not make up the numbers. And that is why rugby fans want to see this matchup. The tenacity in the side. Here is a tidy run from Kodak and found Josh Morby.
Release.
On the shoulder of the hooker. Pirinara away to Josh Ioane once again, and he puts Beauden Barrett into a spin, finds touch. Very well played from Josh Ioane. Beauden Barrett turned on his heels. And the pressure now on the All Blacks to get out of their half as we near our way towards the halfway point of this matchup. Sam Whitelock, solid from the line out. Lomax finds his front row partner, Takiaho, for a bit of width on the ball, and straight through goes Adi Savia. There's so many numbers in white now. It's got to be an All Blacks try, surely. Offline in the tackle. Knocked on from Beauden Barrett. Turned over from Sullivan. And that tackle coming across may well be the turning point of this game. They just held on too long. Morby, there was the tackle in the corner. And I think it was Sean Stevenson. A little bit of credit to the defensive work of the Māori All Blacks' best attacking weapon tonight. It is 7 points to 3. The All Blacks lead the Māori All Blacks by just 4 points, but it's been a game dominated by the home team. 72% of possession. We've just not gotten the right areas of the field often enough. Of course, the yellow cards to Aaron Smith cost them 3 points, but so far it's been tidy enough. Smith won't be back on the field either, but it's a game that promised a lot of points, and so far has delivered just 10. Let's see if the second 40 minutes will turn that around anywhere as Will Jordan offloads nicely. Barrett, here's Savia, danger man, Shannon Frizzell. He'll always go for power. Black jerseys of Māori All Blacks get in there quickly, and they may have just done it. What a turnover! Pirinara away to Nata. That's a nice ball back inside to Sally Rickett. And they're just outside the 22. Deep to Josh Ioane. He drops it off. That's a bit of a hospital pass here for Cone Eklund. And it's turned over from Sam Kane. Takiaho gets the ball off Jordan Barrett. And now the All Blacks have got 60 to go. Wide, there's no one out behind the edge. It's an easy run for Will Jordan. He's got one to beat Josh Morby. He's dropped it off to Rico Ioane. And again, the All Blacks attack is just a little bit disjointed. You'd expect that from the Māori All Blacks side. Not as much time together, but boy oh boy, they are giving this a good nudge. Big turnover to Mighty Williams. Held up in the tackle. Squirts out now for Garner Basham, who turns around to Peter Nada. Oh, this is a tidy little run. But not tidy enough to get away from Shannon Frizzell, who grabs ball, he grabs player, and he deposits him over the sideline. And for the All Blacks, that means a return to 15 men. Aaron Smith back on the field as Takiaho will line up. I think the first line out of the second half for the All Blacks is Sam Whitelock pulls it in, and here's Beauden Barrett up for fullback, passes to brother Geordie, and again there's numbers out here for the All Blacks. Rico Ioane on Josh Morby. Rico taken out by Morby, and a bit of redemption for the fullback is on the cards. Well, Josh Morby got stepped and left in butter by Rico Ioane in the first half. That is a bit of redemption, but that line-out throw from Cone Eklund is anything but. The All Blacks turn it over. Smith back on the field. Moanga wide for Jordy Barrett, offloads beautifully, and a sensational tackle on Adi Savia. Smith held up by Cullen Grace. Tell you what, Morby's having a blinder now since the first half. What a change of directions that is from Moanga! What power from Richie Moanga! Carrying over Sean Stevenson and planting that ball over the line. Well, we've seen some fantastic rugby, defensively and attackingly. Takiaho, he threw a big pass. And what's this? Oh, the power and determination from Richie Mo'unga. Gets him over the line. Sean Stevenson doing what he can, bringing him down as quickly as possible. But that's quite a brilliant try from the fly half. Scoreline now escalates out to 14 points to 3. It's an 11-point game, the Māori All Blacks, well, they've got 20 minutes to get back into it. Josh Ioane gets the game back underway. Oh, no one's touched Fazal there. He's been left all alone. It's the two midfielders combined, Jordy Barrett, Rieko Ioane. Aaron Smith, wide pass. Will Jordan doesn't want to take it on. Oh, the dummy gets away there from Jordy Barrett. Ali Savia finding it to Richie Mo'unga. Look at this from the All Blacks. Rieko Ioane. That's another one from the outside centre. Well, the defensive work of Māori All Blacks has just been a little lackluster in these last 10 or 15 minutes. The kickoff was a prime example, and no one shutting down the space here of Will Jordan or Jordy Barrett, and that costs the Māori All Blacks as they just don't have the numbers to cover the ball passing cross field. MAORI valiant as ever, but the players just need to be a little more rushed. They need to get up in the face of the All Blacks attackers. Giving them time, giving them space to make decisions is never going to end well for you against the All Blacks. As the lead is extended out to 21 points to 3. We wanted points on the board, but I thought they might come from both angles. Sadly, for the Māori All Blacks, they are sinking without much of a trace. Such a talented team. They just haven't put the game on notice so far tonight. Here is Will Jordan. Gets a funny little kick away, and Jordy Barrett is right there, and magnificently he's regathered. But of course, the black jerseys of the Māori All Blacks all right there. And that one is bumbled into touch. Kurt Eklund now to throw. His last line-out throw was an absolute shocker, and this one even worse. You can't throw like that and give away your set piece. Saudi Savia finds Caleb Clark, who pops it back inside to Rico's away. Rieko Ioane! MAORI is in tears. Rico's got a hat trick, and this time the dummy works wonders. Well, if you see Josh MAORI at the supermarket tonight, try sell him. Maybe a box of crackers, take your pick, a couple of apples for $1 million, because you'll probably buy them just like that dummy. He's shopping for something, and no one knows what quite it is, but he's buying it all up. Quite outstanding from Rieko Ioane. This game is blown out in the last 10 minutes. Richie Mo'unga flawless from the tee once more. 28 points to 3. And if there was any doubt about the top echelon of New Zealand rugby, it has been put in its place right here. Josh Ioane kicks off, trailing by 25. Takiaho goes man on man with Kurt Eklund. And the winner, surprisingly for some, is Kurt Eklund. Speaking of him, he's got to get his line out right here. He's messed up the last two, have resulted in All Blacks tries. Middle he goes. Wakalere is the man. Josh Ioane, midfield of Sullivan. Wide to left inside. Garden Basham gives one more to Nankerville. And there's no way past the tackle of Will Jordan. Piranara. Oh, that's a good tackle on Princey. Even better on Billy Harmon. And the All Blacks will power over once more. Another turnover. Wide pass, Retallick even wider to Caleb Clark. Round the corner for Jordy Barrett, who shrugs away the tackle of Stevenson and then knocks the ball on. Well, the All Blacks have stood out here, not just because of the white uniforms, but some of the plays, especially that midfield. Jordy Barrett, you see him there. Bailyn Sullivan came in and made a thunderous second hit.
Bind. set.
But for the Māori All Blacks, there's not too much to celebrate. And even the scrum, which was so good early on, now starting to fall apart with 2 minutes to play. Well, I hope the consolation try may be in the offing as Caleb Clark finds Shawnee Barrett, and look out who it is! It's Rieko Ioane! Oh, he's picked up and he's dumped. Josh Morby with a bit of anger in that tackle. Smith goes deep. Will Jordan says enough is enough. Sends the ball into the stands. And the All Blacks, convincingly as you like, have disposed of this Māori All Blacks side in this first encounter between the two teams in quite some time. It's a series you'd love to see, wasn't it? You just know that the Māori All Blacks will not like this result. They will not like what has happened tonight, and just 3 points of a Josh Ioane penalty is not good enough for this side. Rieko Ioane, though, take a bow, 3 tries. He was outstanding. Richie Mo'unga got the other with a great display of power and also converted 4 out of 4 from the tee. The game even up in the second 40. The Māori All Blacks lost their possession, dominated base of the game, and from there on out, it just didn't go their way at all. You've got to take the chances when they come at you, and when you look at that third line from the bottom, line breaks 1 to 9 is never going to go your way. It is the All Blacks 28, the Māori All Blacks 3, and that is our one-off what-if episode for today. Big thanks, Hemi, for the suggestion, and I'll tell you what, this is a game I want to see a series of 3 because I believe the Māori All Black side is better than that performance does indicate. But if you want to see it again, you can make more requests or any other weird, wonderful, or whatever you like to see rugby games between teams from all over the globe. Until next time though, big thanks for tuning in and thanks for all the suggestions. We've got a lot of one-off matches to come your way. But until next time, thanks for watching and take care.